kill my confidence, I think I'm the man. Tally all the fucks I ever gave on my head. Lately I've been living like I can't take a loss. They ain't wanna help me, that's what made me a boss.
What it is, it's your man Nino Black. Y'all know exactly what it is. The revolution will not be televised, but it will be streamed. The chicken has come home to roost, and God steady blessing all the trap niggas. Hey, yo, today's show is gonna be very informative, very fun, very raw, unfiltered. Cause we talking about dating, not just dating. Cause you know everybody talk about dating. I was just on the Clubhouse call a moment ago about dating. Nah, we doing dating discernment, bro. The understanding and the choices and the judgment when it comes to dating. See, in the black community, we look at dating as what would you call it? Minecraft. Yeah, Minecraft. Cause you try to figure it out. One trying to get over on other one. Other men trying to get out of paying for dinner dates on the first tab. Other women trying to get free food. It's like Battleship in a sense. But we gonna bring a couple guests on that's gonna help us get an understanding of it. And my goal by the time we finish with this, we want to see what to look out for, what to expect, and a couple steps that you can take to make your dating life just a tad bit easier. It's your man Nino Black, man. Let's bring on our two guests. Let's get this thing popping, man. Yo, Mel B, Queen B, what's up, mama?
How we doing?
You? I'm doing fine. How we doing, Queen? You
I'm
look
doing
awesome.
great.
You look awesome. You look great. You look great. Now, everybody else, like, look, we ain't even got to introduce him, bro. Everybody know who that is. That's the king, the incomparable, let me keep saying it. Dr. Anatomy, what's good, big dog?
You know I love it, man. You know I like being here because I love talking about relationships, love sex, being
Most
together,
definitely.
intimacy. So you light it up, I'm gonna always smoke it.
Yeah, let's do it, man. Let's talk about it, man. And for those who don't know, Herschel is part of the Royce's Rant Network. He is my comrade in a sense of this virtual game. So that is my brother. So we're not going to start with his introduction. Mel B, who is Mel B?
I am the host of Straight Crazy Comedy Crew down at Everything Bar and Lounge on Dickinson Road. We have comedy shows periodically. I also am a full-time employee. I gotta get my check, so I have my insurance. That's just a given.
That's it. That's the only reason why we work there. Ain't it?
Exactly. I gotta have some health insurance. After you get a certain age, you got to have some type of insurance on deck.
Right, most definitely.
Also, I'm an entrepreneur. I own a aromatherapy business, and I'm a full-time college student. My major is psychology, so I got a lot of things going on, but I'm after literally everything it is that I can get my hands on.
Most definitely. Herschel, go ahead and give us a little bit about you, man. Like, we know a lot, but let's dab into the thick of it.
I am Dr. Anatomy. I am the author of a book called Anatomy of a Cheater. I released it in 2012. I'm the guy who has lived in 15 cities in the last 22 years. I've lived in LA. I've lived in Atlanta. I've lived in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, Memphis, North Carolina, South Carolina, Virginia. I've lived overseas because I tell you this because I bring a special set of rules to the table. I have learned to date, understand, and complete my journey with women all over the place. And so my goal is to always teach people to leave the person you're dating in a better position than when you found them. You know, so again, the goal is always to make sure you each one and you teach one and you reach one. So they always understand that you have been there. So, you know, this is my genre, man. This is what I do. I love talking about relationships and laying down the foundational rules about what we should be doing, you know.
Well, we're going to get into it because I honestly thought that you was telling us all those states and cities you lived in country. I thought you was trying to tell us how much cat you done sniffed. I was just like, I said,
now,
well,
you know I am anal, right? So I can tell you to a T names, dates, faces, and places. So if you laid down with Big Willie, chances are
Not Big Willie.
it's written. It's Willie Big if you're nasty.
Come on, Big Willie.
Willie Big if you're nasty.
Don't get them started. Don't get them started. Listen. Well, my question to you guys is, first and foremost, before we even get into anything, what is dating? Like, what is y'all concept of dating, and what? Because in the 20th century, in 2021, dating is so different. The concept of it, what the whole logic is dating is a tad bit different. So if you don't mind, y'all, each of y'all, and I'll give you y'all my opinion. What is dating?
Go ahead, Mel B.
First of all, dating is simply dating. You're going to go out to eat with somebody. Y'all going to talk on the phone. This is the talking stage.
Right.
We haven't made anything official. I could possibly be dating other people. You could be dating other people. But you're dating. This dating to me is the game.
Right.
You ain't won the game yet. You just in it.
You just in it. Okay. Hershey, what's your...
I like your spin. Mel. Dating to me is interviewing. You are looking for your counterpart. Believe it or not, dating, if you look at things percentage-wise, you are usually apt to fail. I mean, it takes you 10 to find one or two. So dating is my way of getting to know you. Because I ramp things up in a hurry, I put you through a rigorous test, and you don't even realize you're going through the test. But within 2 or 3 weeks, I know whether you're going to stay, whether you're going to play, or whether you're going to lay. You feel me? Yeah. So dating is all about understanding somebody. And in 2021, it's about getting to the means in a hurry. Because this is a microwave society. Everybody wants things hot. Nobody uses the oven anymore. So it's all about getting to where you want to be in a hurry and without getting bored. That person has to have all the intangibles for me. She has to wash her ass. She has to wash my ass. She has to feel me. She has to touch me. She has to lick me, stick me, and roll me over.
And I don't know about washing your ass.
That's why you will discount yourself in a hurry. My goal is when you're in a dating process, you will do all things that are needed to keep this relationship fruitful. And believe it or not, they are out there. Because I don't waste my time with stagnant individuals. If you can't bring it, but here's the asterisk. If you can't stimulate me intellectually, you'll never touch my body.
Absolutely. So if you can, my idea, my concept of dating is the same. Is the same as both of y'all. If you put both of you, because y'all concepts are the same, whether it sound the same or not, it's the same, right?
Okay.
But the thing that confuses me, like I see these dating groups, it's singles groups popping up everywhere. And and sometimes I'll be on these calls and I hear women in the calls going, girl, don't talk to him. He was in my inbox. Don't talk to him. He was in my inbox. But I'm like, well, damn, this is a dating group, ain't it? Ain't he supposed to be in everybody's inbox?
Yep.
He not married. Ain't he supposed? But for some reason, women seem like that a man can't try multiple people. Like, ain't that the goal? I've never been speed dating, but I can only imagine that the concept of speed dating is to interview a bunch of people in a short period of time. Am I wrong in that assessment?
No, you're correct.
You're right, but here's where it spins left.
Right.
Is when there isn't any honesty in the fact that you're dating other people. People aren't gonna just come out and tell you, yeah, I'm on a lunch date with this broad, and then I'm going to dinner with you later. They're not gonna tell you that. So when you assume that you on spot one, you the head bitch in charge.
Right.
And then you get your face broke.
Well, can I ask you a question?
Yep.
If you know what dating is, you should already know that's a lie. That's like saying I'm gonna play the lottery because I know I'm gonna win.
Exactly. But Mel B, your key word in all that you just said was assume. Assume. Stop with the assumptions. Know your role and shut your hole is what I always say. Know your role.
Please know your lane, because when you mess up and do not know your lane, that's where you get the all things blurred.
Right.
You know, it depends on what you're bringing to the table. Because I always tell people that I'm dating, what makes you think when you showed up and you shook your ass in front of me, you were the one to stop the train from rolling?
Going. Right.
Exactly. The freak train continue to roll. It's always rolling.
See,
so
and
that's a whole lot. Go ahead.
And that's the thing that confuses me, because I see women who've only been dating for a dude for 3 weeks, a month. They already going through his phone. They looking at numbers. It's like, yes, it's gonna be hoes in there. Y'all only been together
There's
a month.
Holes in this house. There's some holes in this house.
It's like,
exactly.
why are you already at that stage? You're jumping a lot of factors. Like, you only been if you only been with him for 3 months. Even if he said you the one, that ain't even enough time to send out the mass text to say I got a gal now.
It's not.
I'm telling you.
It's not.
I'm telling you.
And then exactly who the hell you think he was fucking last week before he started fucking you?
Before he started fucking with
No,
you.
Mel B, stop. Who the hell you think he was fucking this morning? Okay? You know, bothers me. Because you show up and you got a pretty face and a thick waist, you want me to stop what I'm doing? Give me a reason to be different.
No.
You know, show me something that someone else hadn't shown me. And that's the other assumption. You believe that everything you bring to Dr. Anatomy is new. Sweetheart, the wheel is not reinvented. It's not. It's not. So I need somebody who has a different look, who has a different approach, and who's ready to lay it down for any cause. Because I'm ride or die. Can you be the same way?
I literally took off them same panties yesterday, but it was on a different person, baby. It ain't no different. It ain't no different. Yeah, you got them from Walmart on the 6th aisle.
Exactly
already.
Right. That's exactly right. So I'm glad you're having this open conversation, because this is what I feel that we're all missing in 2021. Things are everything now is in a hurry. So
absolutely,
stop assuming the best and start assuming the worst.
Assuming the worst.
That's exactly right.
And because you prepare yourself, the example I give all the time, right, is when you see a police officer going to a McDonald's, or you see him going into a MAPCO, or walking into a Dunkin' Donuts, he's walking into that thing confidently. You know why? Because he's already prepared for whatever's to come. He done had training. He got his gun. He got his mace. I go into every situationship like that, whether it's friendship, business, anything, because I've done my due diligence to where I know you can't hurt me. The only person that can hurt me is myself. And that's if I allow you to hurt me. So when I'm watching these relationships, right, and I'm watching these women and men, some men who try to date, the one thing that really confused me more than anything is why most women can't date, why they can't date multiple people. Why they feel like it's such a hard thing for them to do, accomplish. Why is that? Because I only say, and Mel, and this is not a shot because you're a woman. It's just I only hear women say, well, I can't focus on more than one person at a time. Well, you're not supposed to be focused on me. You're supposed to just be living here.
It's because they are women by nature are built different. So you have to give them that. But a lot of them nowadays are learning to juggle us. And you know what? Right. I tell them I'm okay with it. You know, I spit out a lot of jokes in my relationships, a lot of them. But know that if I'm giving you a joke over and over again, there is some truth and validity to what I'm saying. Like I'll say in my relationship, you know what? I just met you a month or two ago. I already had something scheduled for next month. Who are you to think you can walk in my relationship right now and stop the freak that I had scheduled for next month? Now, granted, I can stop it, but give me a reason to be different. The relationship I'm currently involved in, what I like about her is we have open dialogue. We can actually have conversations. You know, it may shock her, but at least she's getting it real from the horse's mouth, literally from the horse's mouth.
Right. Absolutely. See, like, listen, I'm gonna give y'all an example, right? One time I think I was in Antioch, man, and I went to the car wash. And when I went to the car wash, I seen a girl, Herschel, a woman. A young lady was backing out of her car from vacuuming. Okay. And all I seen was, it was rotund. So I took her number, gave her my number, right? So probably like 2 days later, I had a death in the family. My mom passed. So I didn't call her. I didn't text her nothing for about 2 days. Then I texted and was like, hey, I'm just letting you know I'm still interested. But, my mom, I had a death in the family. Let me get that organized. I'll reach out to you. Her response was, I was wondering why you took my number and didn't use it. I'm like, damn, it's only been 2 days. But I'm like, all right, cool. Make a long story short, we met up twice, right? In the period of probably a week, we met up twice for something quick because it was on her way to work. On the second meetup, we at the table and we eating, and she look at me and say, so what are we?
Oh, okay.
I'm like, motherfucking cousins, nigga? I don't know. Like, what do you mean? What are we? She's like, what are we? Because I'm 29 years old. I'm on my shit. I know you on your shit. I'm not dating just for the hell of it. Like, so what's up? And I'm like, can I see your phone? And she's like, wow. I'm like, I want to see how many niggas you got in your phone. Because I know it's niggas in there. Like, I know.
Hold on, Nino, stop for a second. I got to give you props. You know why? I'm looking down at the people that are logging on. Natasha Bynoe, B-Y-N-O-E. That is Lady Envy from the Caribbean. She is the Oprah Winfrey of the Caribbean, and she's also stationed out over in Guyana, and she has a radio show in New York. What's up, Natasha? Thanks for stopping in and checking out our little show from Nashville. We love when we get you in. That's one of my little celebrities. I used to be on her show back in the day. Hey, Lady Envy, thanks for stopping in. I didn't mean to cut you off, but I had to give her props.
I know, no, definitely, most definitely. So I said, well, let me see your phone. I'm like, because I know it's dudes in your phone that you talk to. And she was like, yeah. I'm like, so how are you ready to start dating me and you still talk to other people? And she was like, nah, I cut them off. And I'm like, but you don't know me. I said, next question. What's my middle name? And she was like, that's what we're learning. I'm like, so you want to learn that with a title on it?
So here's the problem. When women of a certain age see a man and they go, ooh, yeah, he's perfect. He's going to fit in my lifestyle. Girl, he's fine. I can take him home to my daddy. And then you give it to her. Once you done gave it to her. And she got her eye. It's tunnel vision, baby. It's all on you. It's
okay. It's okay, man. We don't mind you having tunnel vision. We don't mind.
So nobody else matters at that point, period. And we trying to figure out if you trying to feel the same way that we feel so we can get this thing locked together. Now, I'm not saying that that's what it's supposed to be. To me, that's a flaw in us because we don't need to automatically go into tunnel vision. We need to also be able to look at the outward as well. But women don't do that. Once you done gave her what she need and she done thought about it real good, once she say, yeah, that's that nigga, that's that nigga.
But Mel, let me say this to you. A great philosopher once said, I'm gonna quote him. See, this is what I deal with on a regular basis. I think it goes something like, I ain't saying she a gold digger, but she ain't messing with no broke. So also, I have to shout out to Gina Douglas, all the way from New Zealand. We doing it tonight. Hey, Gina, tell your boy I said hi. Gina Douglas, New Zealand. But anyway, I have to say, man, she is on to something. Women think differently than men. But like Nino said, after I come out and I'm kicking it, and you say to me, what are we? In my mind, I'm thinking, are you crazy? We're nothing yet. And here's the biggest caveat that really bothers me, and I want you guys to really tune into this. Why is it when you give me some of your love, some of your affection, and a little sex, you think that is the end all be all? I mean, statistics tell us that most people that have sex with you are somewhere between, on a scale of 1 to 10, they're lingering around a 5. So we're talking average. So why do you think, because you gave me the best piece of who you think you are, you have done something better than what? I just had a thought. I like it when a woman tells me, baby, you can have me any way you can get it. You can have me in any hole I have. You want it in my ear, you can have it. My point is, I want something different.
Mel, why that face, Mel? Why that face, Mel? Why
I'm
that face,
holding
man?
my ear like,
He trying to fuck what you heard, Mel.
obviously. I'm like, my ear, nigga. I don't know if I want to give
But
you
look,
my ear. I need to say that for my
Mel, people
husband.
walking around here talking about how freaky they are, Mel. You know what? If you don't have a certified freak card, or Nino he can attest to this. If a man hasn't told you you are a certified head doctor, keep it to yourself. I don't need it.
right.
I
Well,
don't
see,
need
look, see, the thing is, when I told her that I'm not trying to move at that speed, baby, it's only been 2 days. I don't know you like that. You know what I mean? And right off the rip, wham, I already know you got baggage with you anyway. I don't even know how many children got. When I told her that, whenever she see me, she will walk straight past me, like I did something to her, like I hurt her, like I did something to her. So Mel, I understand exactly what you're saying. Like that makes a whole lot of sense. So let me ask you a question, Herschel. In
Okay.
dating, when do you have the conversation in which you roadmap the relationship or the intentions of the relationship? When do you do that? Do you do that in the first 90 days? Do you do that on the first day? When, as a man, do you sit down and go, all right, look, this is my intentions with you. This is what I want to accomplish, and this is how we going to get there.
Well, again, this is 2021, so the rules have changed a bit. I used to say it take you 90 days on the job to get benefits. So shit, ain't nothing different around Dr. Anatomy, but I do ramp things up a little bit now, depending on the audience or the young lady I'm keeping company with. If she comes to me with a different look, a different attitude, and she's bringing something dreadfully good to the bed, then we can talk. But I always say to my counterpart, look, I'm still getting to know you. I mean, I went through a relationship recently. Shit, I didn't know the girl's last name. We had been together like 90 days, longer than that. When I sit back and look at it, I didn't know where she lived. I didn't know what she
Right.
really did for a living. I mean, we can tell
Right.
you any damn thing, okay?
Right.
But do we really truly know people? That's how we end up getting stuck and getting screwed up. So we have to literally sit back, watch what's going on, stop with the oohs and the ahs, because that's going to happen. Nowadays, and this is crazy, but sex is the easiest part of the relationship because
Period.
everybody coming in trying to give you something because they
Everybody.
want to change your direction and change your thought. How about pulling back your little wee-wee and your little pee-pee and wait for a while to figure out who she really is? Because people
Right.
are not out there nowadays with the best intentions. So to answer your question, I'm going to say between 3 and 6 months. That's when you start laying the groundwork. Because if she can last that long, then she may have something going on with me.
Okay. So, Mel, I was watching in the comment section, and I think her name was Cheryl. Cheryl said, in 3 months, she's expecting for a man to begin to tell her what his purpose, what his intentions are. Does that sound like a estimate that's universal, or is that just her?
I mean, that's a good, roundabout figure. But in all actuality, a lot of times a motherfucker know whether they want it to go further than that in the first 30 days.
Right.
Because you done already figured her out. You done already figured out bitch don't clean up her house. She don't take care of her kids. She calling me, asking me for gas money. I just talked to her last week.
Yep.
You already know most of the time if it's a liability or an asset.
Right.
Man, what if I told you men know what we want from you the first time we lay eyes on you? What if I told you that? In our mind, we say, okay, she's marriage material. She's fuckable. I tell people there are only 3 types of women. There is the side chick, there is the girlfriend, and there's the wife. I'm sorry, but they don't cross lanes.
They don't.
So if you start out as a side chick, guess what? You're gonna be my side chick.
Now,
I'm
look,
not married to a side chick.
Now look, I can agree with you to a point, and this is
Okay,
what this is why I say that. You're right. There is 3 type of women. Now they are interchangeable because people grow, because there's some hoes from back in the day that are great wives right now.
They are.
So they are interchangeable, right?
Okay.
And I per se don't know if the woman is the one. I can only speak for me when I first lay eyes on her, because to me, Mel B is awesome. She's beautiful. She's a great conversationist. But what happens when I do something wrong? Is she gonna beat my ass, or she gonna sit down and want to talk about it? You see what I'm saying? So I have to see a woman in all scenarios before I can determine, yeah, you the one. Because I'm gonna tell you real quick. I had a woman, fine. She was a model, gorgeous, cook, clean, gave the best head, awesome. But every time she go pay a bill, she would come back with more shit than the actual bill was she was going to pay. So if she go to Victoria's Secret to pay a $80 credit card bill, she'll come out of there with $180 worth of shit. And she would do that all the time. So yeah, she was fine. Yes, she can cook, but financially, oh, hell no. You see what I'm saying?
I feel you. So you have to understand why I say what I say. I'm all about research when it comes to relationships. I can screw a new chick every day of a 7-day week because they out there. Put in the work, you can find them. But my goal is once we turn that age of about 40 and plus, we get sick of just adding notches to our belt, even as men. I don't need your coochie hole. I don't need it. And stop thinking that's all I want from you. When a person says to me or a female says, oh, you wanted some ass. You know what I do? I make sure I put your ass on the way, way back list. We'll be together 6 months and you'll be like, hold up, he ain't had sex with me yet. Is something wrong with me? No, you made that damn fucked up comment in the very beginning. I don't need you like that. I'll fuck your sister first.
So let me change. Well, never mind. You just answered my question. I was going to say, so if all women dropped off the face of the earth except for that one girl that made that statement, would she still be on the way back list, or you be trying to fuck her in the first 4 to 6 months?
We have to learn how to practice personal abstinence. We can't let somebody feel that all we want is a piece of ass. You know, with me, I like conversation. I like to play. I work real hard all day long. So send me some nasty pictures, or let me know you're thinking about me. Send me a picture of your butt in a thong. You know, Cisco said it best. Right. But I'm sick of women thinking all they have to do is show up and they can have someone great like Dr. Anatomy. Because I know I bring a lot to the table. So how about you bring just half of that and we good?
We good. Okay.
We good.
I mean,
and confidence. Gotta have some confidence.
Okay, so let me ask you a question, Mel. Sure. On the dating scene, how do you? I mean, I know there's dating groups and there's dating apps. Do you utilize dating apps when you're dating?
I don't look at dating apps as anything serious. Like, I'm bored. Let me see who on the dating app. To me, a dating app is being nosy. You never know who you gonna run across on a dating app. Like, literally. Right. I don't look at dating apps as anything serious. And then me personally, I'm over the age of 40. So by me being over the age of 40, I'm not looking at anybody seriously that's approaching me that I'm just now meeting in my life right now in the last 90 days.
Mm-hmm. Right.
All of my long-standing relationships have been with people that I have known for over 10, 15 years.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
You getting to know me in the first, okay, we can be friends. But that's about it. I don't know you. I don't know your brother. I don't know your sister. I don't know where you ran. I got the type of family, if I can't bring you to a family function, I cannot fuck with you.
Right. You know what, Mel B? You are onto something. Tanya Coomer, way up in Wisconsin, I know her well. She says, fuck dating apps. All they want to do is fuck straight up. You know what? I can't say all. I never say all, Tanya, but you own to something because
sometimes they just want to. Sometimes they just want to finger. They don't always want to fuck.
I had somebody message me on the dating app and just said, "I just want you to measure your areola and send me the measurements. I'll pay you for it."
Wow. You know what, Mel? You know what? That's some money I would have got. I'm letting y'all know.
Listen, I'm going to tell you my business, but don't worry about it.
Well, Dr. Anatomy has started his OnlyFans page. I'm bringing all women from all walks of life to my OnlyFans page. And you think I'm playing. I'm dead serious. I'm about to schedule a photo shoot for some real pictures and content. So if you're trying to start your OnlyFans business, give Dr. Anatomy a shot. I'm just telling you. Because that's where it's at now. People, because of COVID, people at home doing their own self, having sex with
Yes.
themselves. You know, they don't have time to be playing with no nasty asses. They want to have sex
Yes.
with themselves. And let me ask you
Yes.
guys, both of you guys, a question,
Yeah.
When you are dating someone or when you're in a relationship, a physical relationship, do you understand better when people know what they like? I mean, what I'm trying to say is, when I lay down with you, my goal is to teach you something. Each one teach one. But
Right.
don't you like confidence?
Yeah.
Like I said, there are more people out there that are having sex who seem as if they haven't left the third grade when it comes to sex, and they think they're good. The people out there that know they're good, I'm looking at my comment section. I wish
They don't say anything. They're not going to tell you shit.
Exactly.
I know that.
I'm gonna start giving stars out to people on my comment list. I'm like, because I'm looking at my damn list now. I'm like, yeah, she bad as hell, but that one right there, she got it going on. And the people that literally have it going on, they real quiet. They some damn closet freaks. But the ones that are out there advertising, that are being thirsty on Facebook, that are showing their wardrobe every day in their pictures, girl, go sit down some damn where. Go sit down some damn where.
You know what? It's nothing. It's nothing to me. It's nothing appealing when I see a woman post on Facebook. I'm a throat baby, or I'm a throat goat, or this pussy got that snap back, or my pussy just be wet for no reason. Like, I don't get excited about that, man. It's just like,
go on with that. Just go on with that.
Whoa. Tanya Coomer says, I take care of myself and my toys don't cheat on me. Fuck with other women or talk back. And LOL Herschel, I know I got some damn good. That's what I'm talking about. If you know you got it, shit, flunk that shit.
Well, you know what? If she ain't got it, it's probably dry as toast crumbled up to make some motherfucking dressing on Christmas. I know it ain't good. You ain't got to tell me.
Rolling tumbleweed, honey.
Hey, because Herschel is a predator. Because if that motherfucker was good, he would have sniffed that motherfucker out 2 years ago. He would have already been in that.
I've already been there. That's why I know where she's from. Yeah, I met her back in 2012, 2011, and I got to give it to her. She got some good.
Can you still smell it on your? Can you still smell it on your finger?
Tell her she know I got to prove it. I like keeping souvenirs, pictures, and videos, but that's another show.
Ooh, wee, boy, tiger.
All I'm saying is, this is 2021. If you practice a good craft, you know what you're doing, then you know that I know, because I've been there and we've laid and played together. I don't ever forget the good ones. You only forget that shit that just drove by and wasn't that damn good and threw her panties in the trash can. You know what I'm saying? I had a lady one time come to my house from California, and I was living in Louisiana. She left her panties as a souvenir in my shoe. Hoo-de-hoo. The thing about it was, I didn't realize she had left the panties in the shoe and somebody else found them. The stories I could tell.
Man, listen. Hey, look. Let me ask you a question. How often do y'all think people date just so they won't be alone? Like, that's the main reason for dating. It ain't
all the time.
It ain't all the time.
Yeah.
I know a few lonely sisters right now.
Really?
They lonely. Listen. Hey. I've been thinking about rounding up some brothers and rounding them around a few times.
And I had a conversation the other day.
Let me tell you something.
We are literally up against a commercial, but Nino and I had a conversation the other day about just what you're about to say, about bringing some good shit together. We come back off this commercial, we're going to talk about it, big bro.
Hey, real quick, I'm going to ask a question before we go to break. For everybody in the audience, I want y'all to think about it. Could y'all fall in love with somebody that you've only known for 182 days?
I knew you was finna ask that. I knew you was finna ask.
So I just want y'all to think about that. And when we come back from commercial break, we want to dive into it. Put your answers in the comment section. Tag your friends. If you know somebody who's dated and fell in love in that amount of period, tag them. Let's go.
What's up, ladies? It's your girl, Cynthia Bailey from The Real Housewives of Atlanta, and I got some good news. Dorbin Salon is back open. I know if you guys are like me, you see I have these braids over here. It's been a struggle during the pandemic. So Dorbin Salon is back open. They sell hair, they do hair, they deliver whatever you need. They got you, boo-boo. Okay? Make sure you guys go show some love and go get your hair done.
Just Jay's butter. It's really good on your hair.
My favorite has got to be the peppermint mist, the leave-in conditioner. It's so soothing to your scalp. I've had dry, itchy scalp, and I tell you, it's amazing.
My favorite product with Jay's butter is the natural flaxseed elixir, especially on the hair that's not mine.
Y'all know what? I really love Jay's butter. I love Jay's butter.
What up, everybody? It's your boy Royce the Voice, Orange Click, Orange Leader. Shout out to K-Team. Speak your thoughts or lose your mind. And I'm here to tell you about my guy, Kevin Lambert, aka the cell phone guy, now has a new website. It's at www.tncellphoneguy.com. Yes, look at those pictures right there. He will turn your phone from hell to heaven. Do you hear me? From hell to heaven. So y'all make sure y'all go check out Kevin Lambert, aka the cell phone guy, at www.tncellphoneguy.com.
Yo, we back. So I posed a question for everyone. Everyone in the audience. I don't see a lot of people, so if y'all can, go ahead, put your answers. Can you fall in love with somebody in 182 days? Now, for anybody who's good at math, 365 days, you divide it by 2. Are you able to fall in love with somebody in 6 months? In 6 months, are you able to fall in love with somebody? Put your answers in the comment sections. What's up, Shakira? What's up, Connie? Hey, make sure y'all share. Let's share this. Tag some friends. Let's get the numbers up. Let's do it. I appreciate y'all for listening. We can go ahead and bring the guests back on, Mel B and Herschel. All right, Mel B there.
Where you at, girl?
She don't want to get on the day nap. She gotta go find her man. He gone. Oh, okay.
Where you go?
Okay.
Where she go? She went to set up her page.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. She went to go set up her OnlyFans page. So can you fall in love with somebody, Herschel, in 186 days, 6 months?
Can I? No.
Yeah, can you fall in love?
I've only been in love, truly, 3 times in my entire life.
Damn, that's crazy. That's my number, 3.
Yeah.
It's been 3. It's been three people that I actually would have shot for. Yeah.
Can I have love for you? Yes. But, I mean, there are 2 words in the English dictionary I think that are completely overused. One is love, and the other one is friend. And I try my best. If you know me and know me well, you know I don't throw them out there like that. If I tell you I love you, I completely mean it. Because people tell me all the time, oh, I love you, or I love, okay, well. Mm-hmm. And people actually get upset with me when I don't share it back. Or here's the thing. You can't tell me I love you to get a response from me. I don't have to reciprocate. That's your feeling. Doesn't mean I don't like you, but I don't have to reciprocate. I like you. You kicking it with me. We're getting to know one another. But as far as me loving you, slow your roll.
Right. So, Mel, can you fall in love with somebody in 182 days?
I say no.
I mean,
at that point, it's lust. You feel what I'm saying? It's not really love. To me, it's not. Like, you really don't know if you really in love with somebody, at least for the first 2 years. Like, I'm not finna sit up there and tell you that I love you in 180 days. Yeah, I might love what you doing for me, what we doing. I might love that. But as far as loving, you don't even know if this man like his Mama, you don't know nothing about this man in 180 days. He could be a psycho.
You know, the reason why I asked that question, and if you can you put Angela's post back up on the screen? She said yes. She said yes. I think 6 months is enough time if you spend almost every day together. So, Angela, for everybody, this is some key factors I want y'all to think about, right? It's 365 days in a year. If you work a 40-hour work week, you literally work 260 days a year. So if you break that down, and half of 260, you literally are only spending 3.5 to 4 months with a person, because the rest of the time you're at work. With that being said, in that time period, you haven't even went through a whole lease yet. You haven't even determined if he is able to keep his lease for a year. You haven't even seen if his car is going to get repoed or if he can keep a job. The average American keeps a job for 6 months to a year. You're not even seeing if he can keep a job in that time period. You see what I'm saying?
That's like hitting the lottery. You find somebody and you fall in love with them in 180 days. It's like hitting the lottery. You have won a 1 in 1 million shot at something. Other than that, you're going to fail.
Yeah.
I'm going to throw something out there, guys. Let me say this. Do you think that people use their words wisely? And when I say that, I mean to cut you off, for instance, I love you, Herschel, to get you to slow down and try to feel why they love you, or they're trying to use their words to make you feel a certain way, because they don't really love you. I mean, I guess it's possible, but I mean,
right.
Hell, I don't know. I can't feel.
Well, you got to look at it like this. If love, right? If marriage and love is forever, why does divorce exist? Why does the word divorce exist?
True.
When you listen to people who've gone through divorce, it's things that the person has always done. It's
always.
Just at this time, in 5 years in the marriage, I'm tired of it, right? But you got to ask yourself, if you would have waited 6 years to get married rather than 6 months, you would already determine if you could deal with that one thing that's going to cost you half of everything you own before you said I do. So
I feel you.
I honestly believe people get married because they hope love is going to grow, and not get married because love has grown. You see what I'm saying?
Let me just put this out here right now, okay? On Nino's show, okay? I'm not doing monogamous relationships anymore, okay? I'm doing polyamorous relationships with an asterisk. I'm gonna get a girlfriend who understands that we need variety. I didn't say me, I said we. We need variety. Why do you think not only am I changing girlfriends like I'm changing clothes and hats, you doing the same thing? You know, if you ask somebody that you've dated recently, how many guys have you seen in the last 6 months? Well, I've been dating this guy, and then in the last year, I've had about 4 or 5. Okay, give them +2. So I'm gonna say 6, because they're gonna lie about some of them. And how many of them you sleep with? I only slept with 2. You're lying. You slept with all of them because you tried all of them out. So here's my point. They're gonna say, oh, well, everybody ain't like you. Yes, they are. But here's the thing, Dr. Anatomy tells you the truth, whereas a lot of you guys sugarcoat shit. And I say you guys, I mean females. So when I start a new relationship here in 2021, that was one of my New Year's resolutions. I may not want to be polyamorous. I may not want to be non-monogamous, but I am going to leave the conversation open that if I choose to swing that way, well, goddamn it, that's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing.
Well, you know what? One thing that I noticed, and again, Mel, I'm not picking, I'm just reading the comments. Women, a great deal of women have a delusion, right? They have a delusion. They put on those beer goggles, and they can't see things for what it is, right? A lot of women, right, are right now in the comment section says 6 months is well enough to get into a relationship. My question is, to the ladies who are saying it is this your first and only relationship you've ever been in? The answer will be no. You've been in failed relationships multiple times. And it's the reason why is because you think 6 months is enough to get to know a motherfucker. It is not. When do you
You
wake
gotta
up
do
and
something different.
you got to do
This is
something
the
different?
thing. When you have been through relationship that has failed, you gotta sit back and analyze that shit. Where the fuck am I? Okay, so I'm doing this same shit where I am telling this nigga that I really like him and all this in the first 90 days, and oh, I love you, you can come move in with me, blah, blah, and it don't work. Why do you keep doing that and it's not working? Why you keep
Look,
repeating the same steps
Hey,
over and over
Nino,
again is the definition of crazy.
bring Cynthia's comment back to the screen.
I knew you was gonna attack that, man. You know she's baiting you.
I'm a bite the hook. Nah, Herschel Williams. Everyone is not like you. Some of us actually want one person to live with. What's the and I'm you know what? We're going back to school, elementary style. What's the key word in that sentence? Some of us want, but that's not true. I mean, yes, everybody would like to think they could have one person to meet all their needs. And let me say to you, where I'm at right now, I'm pretty damn close. But I like to leave the cow gate wide open for if shit changes. Why do you think every marriage or most marriages nowadays, 51%, which is more than half of them end in divorce because we don't have the tough conversations. That's why I say I'm leaving the gate open. You know what?
Hey,
I can be monogamous for points in my life.
Look,
but the time comes when I want some variety like Nino, I'm gonna be some variety.
I got a friend that dated. I got a friend who dated a guy for 8 months. They got together for 8 months. In that 8-month time period, it was going on their first year and a half. His mom died. When his mom passed, the whole dynamics of the relationship changed. He became a completely different person. He done beat her up. He done fucked off all the. He done fucked up all the money. He done did all that. But you got to think about it. That was the first and only hardship that they ever ran into the whole relationship, and he was unable to recover from that. You see what I'm saying? But had you been patient, like say for instance, she would have went on and married the motherfucker. Imagine all the shit that you would have. See, but and also you got to think about like this. To the people that say 6 months is enough time, what if you get pregnant? Is he a real father?
Ooh.
Is he gonna stick around? In 6 months, you know he gonna be a good father? But you gotta ask yourself.
Lord.
But see, come on,
you
man.
right, Nino.
Come
I
on.
watched the movie last night. You guys, if y'all haven't seen this movie, please, he's talking about it right now, being a father. I watched a movie called Palmer last night. Have y'all seen that?
Nah,
If you get a minute, make sure you watch it and bring your tissues as a grown man because it's about just that. Who we are as fathers, as people, as human beings. You know, how do we take care of our children? That's the problem. We don't do our homework, Nino. All we want to do is lay, play, and fuck.
right.
But we don't get the intangibles and find out exactly who the other person is. Like you said, she getting her ass beat.
You know what? And when I say about those beer goggles, I got a friend of mine, right? She's single, right? She's single. Keyword, she's single. Every day she posts this male. She posts this swole, dark-skinned man with gold teeth, and he's doing sexy poses and shit. And she say in every caption, "My best friend is handsome. This is my best friend. This is my best friend." She told me we ain't never had sex. He's just my best friend. I don't know how to tell her in words. Any man who shoot his shot at you wants to fuck your face, and that's it. Because as long as that big motherfucker around as a best friend, they never gonna take you serious.
Ever.
Am I wrong in that assumption, Mel?
No, you're right.
What
You're
would
right.
you tell a woman who is constantly posting? Now, keep in mind, I'm not gay. He is a handsome fella. He's swole, got gold teeth. Now, some of his poses look a little, a little gay to me, but that's her best friend. That's her best friend.
That's not her best friend. That's who she getting that towel for to go get that mess up off the bed. You keep believing that that's her best friend if you want to. That ain't her best friend. That's who she fucking in the middle of the night.
Right. And see, and that's the thing that convinces me. Now, and I'm gonna get into that, Herschel, in that comment right there. But the one thing that bothers me is, but you're the person that think men ain't real. Like, man, dating sucks. Men ain't real. Fuck the dating world. But look at the persona you putting out there. You got a whole cock blocker on your time. And it don't be just one picture, Mel. It don't be two, Mel. It be 3, 4, 5, 6 pictures of the same dude in different environments doing sexy man poses.
See, that's what I'm saying. People are weird. Listen,
You know what, Mel?
the shit that's going on in 2020 and 2021, motherfuckers is weird.
No, they're not. No, they're not. No, they're not, Mel. Motherfuckers are telling you the truth nowadays. Let me give you a scenario. Okay, so you got a girlfriend, Mel. You and I are kicking it. You and I are dating. We're not in a relationship. We're just kicking it. So you come out to the plantation and you bring your girlfriend with me. You don't think that I'm feeling her vibes and she's feeling mine. She looking at you like, turn your back, chick. Turn your back. She looking for any way to. I can't tell you how many friends have reached out to me once they get back. They send, nowadays it's easy. Facebook, Instagram. You know, I met you with Mel a few months ago. Well, I know y'all not together no more because, you know, she and I are kind of friends. Would you consider going out on a date with me? Well, you know what, girl? You and Mel are friends. Well, let me take care of that. Let me take care of that. But I was feeling you, and I think you was feeling me. This girl said to me the other day, she said, I came to your house with this guy. And she said, you didn't see me giving you the side eye? No, actually I didn't. I must have missed it. But my point is, Mel, people aren't crazy. Everybody is looking for the come up. Everyone is looking for their silver lining. Everybody looking for it. And so if they know you like they do, they're saying, well, Mel gonna fuck this up anyway. So why don't I go ahead and shoot my shot?
Right. And see, the thing that confuses me about her is, you know, if you say, for instance, you secretly want this man.
Yep.
The only thing you're doing by posting him is blocking your chances of finding somebody who wants you. Because if he's not your man and he's just your friend, hell, you blocking yourself. Because if I'm a man and I'm attracted to you, and Herschel, I'm not lying, she is fine. This girl is fine.
Okay.
But I'm trying to, in my mind, I'm like, you single for as long as you single because you doing shit like this. Who the fuck? He's not a small guy, bro. He's like one of them motherfuckers you gonna have to shoot. Like, if he get upset, you shooting him. And
That's weird. I'm sorry. That's weird to me. Listen.
But it's
I'm not gonna sit here and block all my shots of fucking with somebody by constantly posting my best friend, quote unquote. Bitch, get the fuck out of here. And every woman on her timeline is going, yeah, she fucking that nigga.
Right. And then on top of that, this is another thing that bothered me. Women get with a dude, and in 4 days, she posting my king, my.
No. Stop. Let's talk about this one right here. I'm glad you brought that up, Nino. What gets me is, I told you guys, I'm extremely intuitive, and I do a lot of research. When you think you're sleeping, I'm wide awake, staring at the ceiling. This is what I'm talking about. A woman meets a guy. She posts, I got a boyfriend, or I'm in a relationship. Then she's holding him on her Facebook profile picture. And, okay, that's fine. But then a month or two later, all of a sudden it disappears. You wait for a little while. You reach out to her. Oh, how are things going with you and old boy? Who? So you told the world you was in a relationship and he was the end all be all. You didn't put him on your profile picture. I want you guys to go back and look at Mr. Anatomy's Facebook page. See how many times I've posted someone as a profile picture with me. Let me save some time. Never. Because if you get to that status, you're going to be there for a while.
Yeah, you're going to be the GOAT.
I was married and didn't do it. Because
you're the GOAT.
Exactly. Things come and go. They come and go. I'm not saying it's not cool to do. I'm just saying stop putting your business out there. Oh, I'm loving so-and-so. I'm loving Tito. He and I are cool as shit. And then 6 months later or 6 weeks later, and sometimes, I can't stand him. He was cheating with my cousin. Oh, my God. And you put him out there like that?
And listen, I know somebody who has been through that situation 3 times in 4 months where she found out the nigga's talking to somebody else. And it's like, but you keep putting them on your Facebook page.
Exactly.
Why do you
Nicki
keep
McLaughlin
doing that?
said,
those are people that are seeking attention. To me,
Right.
those are people that are seeking attention. And
Yes,
then this
yes,
is the
yes.
thing. When you get to that point where you constantly posting a different nigga every other month on your fucking Facebook page, bitch, the next
Slow
nigga
your
you
roll.
be with is gonna already know what time it is. They gonna move their ass on out the way so the next motherfucker can come along. Hell, you
Right.
never know. It
And,
might be your homeboy.
and you know
Really?
what? And I'm never gonna take you serious. Even
Yep.
if I shoot my
Exactly.
shot and you concur, I'm never gonna take you serious because I see right off the rip that you already delusional. But real quick, hey, can we go back to Angela's post?
Okay, go ahead.
The one post that the long post that you was reading, Herschel. Yeah, I have not been through multiple failed. I think if you have open communication and put God, not sex, first in a relationship and meet each other's family, you can fall in love. And I work from home. Okay, so what she's saying is right now in this day and age in 2021, she works from home, right? So the dude that you're with right now, Angela, that is the one and only person you've ever gave the punani to? This is the first dude you ever dated?
No.
I
I'm
know
gonna
it
answer
ain't.
that for you. No.
I'm not digging into that at all.
No.
Exactly. So right now what she's doing is with the goggle glasses on. She's thinking about from now on. I'm talking about your whole life. You mean to tell me your whole life you ain't never failed in a relationship? And keep in mind, when I say failed relationships, I say some people having an intention on being with somebody in a certain facet or a certain manner, and it doesn't work out in that way. A label search, right? See what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is, you ain't never went to put a label on something. You ain't never pinned the wrong tail on the wrong donkey. You ain't never
You
did
know what?
that.
You just opened a can of worms we can talk about all night. Women, please, please, please stop lying to yourselves, okay? Please. And when I say lie to yourself, you put out there in the universe, I'm with XYZ. His name is XYZ. I'm with him. Everything's great. But
Listen what
the
she's-
minute, I'm sorry, I was married since I was 15 and single since my divorce.
Why you divorced? Why you divorced? I thought he was the one. Why you divorced? You knew everything
So in
about
other
him.
words, she's really only had 2 real
I
relationships.
know, but why are you divorced?
Not
Why?
doing
You
that.
you already knew who he was. He was the perfect person. That's why you married him. You know everything about him, so there's no reason for you to divorce him. Why? Why?
No.
I'm not gonna go down that road. I mean, I actually know
I'm
her
not
personally.
either.
I'm not going down that road. I know her personally.
Domestic. So you didn't know he was a woman beater when you met him? You didn't know he had temper and anger problems when you met him? Or did you get married to him too fast? Oh,
She
you
was
got
15,
married
she didn't know.
at 15. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. That's what we got going on. So moving forward, what I'm saying is we need more time. 15 too young to get married. How long did you date him before you got married? You better not say you was 12. Shit.
When you know better, you do better. That's
You
all I'm
do
gonna
better.
say.
You do.
What Mary say?
What I was trying to say is, we are out there in the universe saying we're one way, okay? We're one way. But then, the minute things get bad or the water gets a little shaky, you reach out to your, what I call it, your attaboy. Well, Dr. Anatomy has been an attaboy for years. An attaboy is that guy that used to rock your world, and you secretly reach out to him when you're having serious issues at home. You know what, Dr. Anatomy, I just need to be touched and loved and made to be feel like only you can do it. Okay, and I walk on in there and I do what I do. I hang my boots up there, knock it off, and then she goes back to where she came from. Nobody knows this is going on but me and you. But then I got to sit back and watch you post about how great your fucking relationship is on Facebook. Do you have amnesia? Because you and I both know you're lying, can't you fucking don't you? And that kind of shit bothers me. So stop putting out in the universe that you are this and you are that if you know you're not. Stop doing it. That's where the lies start, at home.
Hey, listen. Hey, let me unpack something really quick.
Go ahead.
Angela said that she got married at 15. She said they was married for 4 years before they got married. So if you do 15, and you subtract 4 years, am I high? Am I fucked up? Am I high? Am I fucked up?
I'm not gonna get it.
Am I high? Am I tripping?
Woo!
Is my math fucked up? What we doing right now? Hey,
No,
Mel, what is 15 take away 4, Mel?
listen, that's a whole issue.
Yeah. So I'm
Look,
she was 19 when they got married. But how long did they I asked how long did they date before they got married? She said, well, look, I'm tripping. I'm gonna let that slide.
Cynthia, stop it with your shot. You trying to goad me? I'm not coming, Cynthia, because everybody can't be an attaboy, Cynthia. You got to have the Timberland so you can stump and walk in my shoes. Everybody can't do it. If you ain't been there, don't talk about it, Cynthia.
Hey, Shakira said, wait. So you was dating at 11?
listen,
Hey, look, I'm trying to keep up. Maybe I'm lying, but I'm trying to keep up.
don't worry about it.
But listen. All I'm saying is you have to, like, I'm gonna tell you, it's so many women that I know that get with a drug dealer, and then they get confused by the way the drug dealer move. They're like, he don't come home sometimes. He don't respond to text messages. He don't call. He don't do. And I'm like, how many Tyler Perry films have you watched? how many? Like, you know this. Like, I've never dated a drug dealer in my life. But I know what to expect if I get stupid enough to do such. I know what to expect. You know what I mean?
Can I say this
You
as,
sure can.
as a woman that has been there many a times, got the phone call from Davis County. Listen, when you dating a man in the streets, you gonna have to give him a level of privacy so he can go out there and take care of his business.
Right. And
It's
that
the
means
same way he met your ass, Mel B.
That's
He
the
met
same
you doing
way
the
he
same
met
thing.
you.
So what makes
Doing
you
the
think your
same
ass
thing.
changed him? People, tell me what that
Ain't
shit.
nothing trying. This man still
You know
going
what?
out in the streets and
Newsflash. Your shit ain't that good, whoever you might be. It ain't that good, okay?
Right.
It ain't that. Are you doing something different? Are you laying on the ceiling having sex backwards? No. So stop thinking you're going to change somebody. Stop coming in
Right.
a relationship to change somebody. You know,
Right.
people, I'm telling you, people kill me. I was looking at one. Bring me that one back, producer, about Nikki McLaughlin.
Yeah, hers was long as hell.
She said, I've been an atta-girl. Dude called me the morning of his wedding, telling me he just wanted to talk to me one last time. A few months later, he texted me, and said I can text him anytime as long as it's between 8 and 5, so his wife won't find out. Haven't talked to him since. That's my point, Nikki. That's my point. If you settle for it, then
Nikki,
go ahead, Nino.
No, I was gonna say, can we tell her what happened? What he's saying is, I've been with my wife. Your head better. If
Exactly.
you can, stay around. Just call between these hours because I be wanting your head sometimes. That's what that is.
Nino, you know what, Nino? One of these days, you and I are going to have to do a show that says what he said versus what he meant. Okay?
Yeah.
You just did exactly that. I'm telling you, men and women, we actually think differently. And there's nothing wrong with us thinking differently, but stop thinking that you're coming into somebody's life and you're going to change it. I mean, it may happen gradually, but no,
But it
not
ain't
overnight,
gonna,
ladies.
not overnight.
No.
It's definitely not gonna happen. So let me get into this. So Mel, if you could put your thumb on it in relationships or in dating, what do you feel you have done wrong? What is something that you had an aha moment? It was like, damn, I did this wrong.
I went in entirely too quick with my blinders up.
Too quick, so you ran into a
Way
wall.
too quick. Way too quick because it was a situation, or my situations have been, now I really, really, really like you, and I really think that we can make it go further than what it is within the first few months. I have chosen, since my last relationship, the last 2 years, I'm not doing nothing else. I'm not getting in no relationship until I get my shit together. Like, they gotta, Dr. Anatomy said, do some tricks and throw around a whole bunch of money and stand on their head and change my tires and come in here and pay some bills for me to just be like, oh, this is him. Because I have entirely too much going on right now. for me to even be trying to learn a nigga. I'm not
Right.
trying to learn you.
Right.
I concur. God, I concur with you. I do.
Okay.
So with that being said, I cannot sit here and give you my all because I don't have it together myself right now.
Right.
And let me say this. I want you guys to learn the anatomy of a man and his mind. Let me take you down memory lane. If you and I have been together and I liked what you did, every now and then I still check in with you. I'm not checking in with you because I really care about your well-being. I'm checking in with you because I'm saying, you know what, chick? You had it going on. You rocked my world.
Is that why they steal all my friends?
Yes. Now, if I don't check in with you, if I don't take your calls, if I don't return your texts for 2 or 3 weeks, 2 or 3 months, or 2 or 3 years, you just not that chick. Now, let me tell you.
Every now and then, I put a distress signal out just to see who bites. My car is broke down on the side of the road. Let me see who bites.
Let me tell you this. There are some people, and this is going to shock you. There are some women that I've been divorced for 3 years now. In the last 3 years, I have left some beautiful women on the side of the road. And I really wish I could pull them back in at times because we did have some good things going on. But at the time, the shit you were throwing at me was really stanky. But now when I look back, I'm like, you know what? It really wasn't that big of a deal. I could have made shit work with her. So those are the people you look back and you're like, damn, I would like to reach out to her, but she probably ain't changed. She probably still in her damn feelings. But you would like to have a second chance with them. I'm serious. I just gave a young lady, I'm going to call you out. I'm looking at her name right now. I'm going to call you out. I gave her a second chance. Tampa, Florida. You know who you are. And she was coming to visit me, right? And she kept saying to me, are you seeing someone? Are you seeing someone? I said, no. So 2 or 3 days before she was to travel, she said again, I just want to make sure. I went off. I said, because obviously you think I'm lying. So I tell you what, stay where the hell you are. And that's the way we left it. She continues to text to this day because obviously she understood how I play me. If I invite you to my home to spend the weekend, chances are I'm not fucking with anybody. So stop asking me over and over. Are you sure you ain't seeing anybody? Are you sure you ain't seeing anybody? Man.
Can I ask a question?
Sure.
If you don't mind.
Sure.
Why does it matter if you're seeing somebody? We not married.
You know what, dog? That's real talk. That's
Why
real
does
talk.
why does it matter?
That's real talk.
Why does it matter?
That's real talk.
You should ask her, why ain't you seeing somebody else? Hell, we not married.
I mean, and I get that. I mean, I'm with you. But my point is, if I give you my time, because I'm going to tell y'all something. My horses are very important, okay? I love my horses. So if I'm giving you my time via phone, via text, via video, just know that I must have some like for you. If I accept your text messages, if I accept your phone calls, because I want you to know you're not the only one. I keep telling y'all, I want y'all to look at the horizon right now. There is a long-ass food stamp line trying to get to Dr. Anatomy, okay? A long-ass. No, Nino, think about it now. You and I are in that age frame that nowadays food stamps are on a little card. But back in the day, mama used to have to go to the food stamp office and stand in that long-ass, I mean, that was a long-ass line. It'd be around the block.
Lord.
So that's the line that's trying to get my attention right now. So if you're in the front of that line and we kicking it, don't fuck up. Because all I'm going to do is pull the next chick out of that fucking line. Trust me.
See, and that's what I be talking about. And that's what women don't believe is that you are the bitch at the front of the line and it's somebody behind you. No, bitch.
Exactly.
The bitch behind you is waiting on you to fuck up.
True. Thank you. Give me some applause for that one, producer. Say it again, Mel B. Say it again.
They are literally waiting on you to fuck up. Like I told this girl the other day, keep making it hard for your nigga to come home. Eventually, that nigga gonna quit coming.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what,
you.
Ursula, I just want to throw something out there. When you
Go
say
ahead.
your line is long, I just picture a bunch of mayonnaise packages just sitting line all the way across, just a bunch of.
Y'all missed what he's trying to say, y'all. Y'all missed that. What Nino is trying to say is, I only mess with Caucasian persuasion. That's not necessarily true, Nino. I have been all across the spectrum, from Japan. He said mayonnaise packages, boy. I just sent a wave to my very first girlfriend who's looking right now. And she, believe it or not, she was a twin and she's a black chick. So I have been all out there. But we tend to gravitate to the ones that we like and the ones that we can actually understand better. I'm not saying control. I'm a freak, okay? I'm a freak. And so when I say that, you can put 5 or 6 asterisks. I am. Did y'all know that Hugh Hefner died? Well, when Hugh Hefner died, if you guys don't know who he is, Hugh Hefner was the owner of Playboy. When he died, he gave me a phone call on his way to heaven. He said, Big Willie, take over for me. Big Willie, take over. He said, put the Playboy mansion down there in Carthage, Tennessee. He said, because I'm going to pass the buck on to you because I'm living my life right now. I really am. And I choose to live it a certain way. And I may have a bad on my arm. But if she fucks up, that's her choice. Right, There's another one waiting.
You know what? I started talking to this girl one time. And when I tell you she's beautiful, she was African. She was African. She was beautiful, tall, everything proportioned. And we was sitting down and we was talking one day, and it was cool. But I realized something about her, that she was very argumentative. Everything was a debate, and not just not a healthy debate, but I want you to defend yourself because what you said, I didn't like how it was said. So one day we sitting down and we talking, and one of my friends called and I answered the phone. I asked her, is it all right if I answer? She said, yeah. And my friend was talking to me. She bought me something for my birthday, and we was talking and whatever. And she was like, all right, well, look, thanks for your help. I was just calling to see if you enjoyed your birthday gift. And I was like, yeah, I got it. Pooh. Hung up. And she had an attitude. And I'm looking at her like, what's wrong? And she's like, nothing. Who is she? And I'm like, I've only been knowing you for 3 days. Don't, like, you mean what's her name? Like, was her voice familiar? Like, what do you mean? Right? And that right there prompted her to continue to bulldog the conversation. I literally looked at her and said, you ready to go home? Come on, let me go. Let me go and walk you to this car real quick, because I'm not doing this with you. I don't even know your middle name. But I never gave her a second chance. I never gave her a second moment. I never gave her a second thought at all. And just off appearance alone and where she was established, she was very established financially. So it kind of put her in the head of the line. But just that emotional outburst put her back. She 20 people in the dirt. I can't tell you what she's doing now.
And she may not get back around on the revolution because it depends on how big your Ferris wheel is. She might not get around. Let me tell you something. Somebody just sent me a text message, right? And they were trying in a negative way to shoot us down, saying, oh, my God, I was listening to your comments, and I literally threw up in my mouth. You know what I said to her? Who is this? Because you assumed that I saved your number if you have mine. You assume, let me tell you, I have a lot of nuances that I stick to. If I don't know you, and if we haven't been kicking it for a long time, I don't even save your damn number in my phone.
Right.
But when I leave you alone and it was an ugly breakup or something that wasn't good, I literally leave your number. I delete it because I don't want to get a moment of weakness and call your stank ass, okay? So when you come back and you text me, it's not out of disrespect, but I say, who is this? Because you gone. So don't text me thinking I know who you are. You might need to announce your name again because I done deleted all of those threads, okay?
Well, you got to ask yourself, if she's saying she threw up in her mouth, 9 times out of 10, she's in a relationship she hate being in any goddamn way, or she's single as fuck.
Don't get me started.
Because Mel, am I lying, Mel?
Don't get me started.
Am I lying, Mel? Because I ain't said nothing. We haven't, as a collective, have not said none that was divisive. We have not said anything that was. So if you throwing up in your mouth 10 times out of 10, you probably the problem. You know what I mean? And if you texting this motherfucker right here, your ribs are toe up. He done toe your shit up. So
ain't nobody got time for that.
Ain't nobody got time for that. So let me ask y'all a question. So mine. The biggest mistake that I've made in dating, quite often, before now, I used to get into a relationship financially unstable. And I would do that, and I realized that financial stability was emotional trigger for me. If I'm financially unstable, I don't want to do shit. I don't want to talk. I don't want to have sex. I just want to take a nap and find some money. You know what I mean? So quite often I would get into relationships financially unstable. So that was my peeve, and that was my problem. So I had to learn that, I have to be a whole person, and I have to be confident in myself before I can get into a relationship with anybody.
I feel you.
Anybody.
Bro. I feel you.
Right.
You know what? Let me take an opportunity, you guys. This is Dr. Anatomy of the Prescription. We'll be on this Thursday, 8 o'clock.
This Thursday, absolutely.
This Thursday's topic is cheating. ... Cheating. ... And the reason I chose this, I saw something on television the other day that really resonated in me. I was watching this show. I'm always perusing the internet for shows and stuff. And I was watching this show, and it was entitled Infidelity. And the guy said something that was so poignant. He said, you get married, you lay around with your wife on the weekends in her sweats and her ponytails without makeup. Then you go to work and you see these ladies who are all made up, makeup, hair, tight clothes, tight pants, or in the gym. And he said, why don't you think eventually the humanistic quality of yourself is going to come out the hunt? He said, because all weekend long you've been laying around and getting fat, doing nothing. Because what they did to get you, they don't do to keep you. I still want to see my lady in heels. I want to see you look good. I want to see your eyes made up. When we run to Walmart, let's put some clothes on and look damn good. But because when you get to work on Monday, i.e. before COVID, you get to work on Monday, you see all these ladies who done put some effort into their work. Why do y'all think people cheat? That's what I'm calling this show, cheating, ... Because I am going to talk to people who have been cheated on and who have been the cheater. So tune in this Thursday, 8 o'clock, right back here.
Most definitely. So like right now, we about to go into a commercial break. When we get back from commercial break, I'm going to play a little game with Mel B and Dr. Herschel. So let's get into it.
Hey everybody, Eddie George here. I just want to encourage you to shop at local small businesses like Dollar City in Nashville, Tennessee, your neighborhood convenient dollar store providing various brands and different products. They need your support. We got to go support them during times like these. Check them out. They do an exceptional job. Support our small businesses. Thank you.
Contact the Jared Dalton Agency for all of your social media management needs. We do promo videos, graphics, and content creation on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. So contact the Jared Dalton Agency today at www.jareddaltonagency.com.
If you haven't heard about Anchor, it's the easiest way to make a podcast. Check it out. It's free. What? And we like free. No way. And they also have tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or computer. Okay. Anchor will do all the work for you. No. So it can be heard on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and other media outlets. What? You can make money from your podcast with no minimum listenership. It's everything you need to make a podcast. Download the free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started.
G Street Quick Draw Gun Magnet. Unlike the competitor who imitated and sell similar products with more expensive prices, G Street Gun Magnet Mount is specially designed and engineered to provide you the safest and most convenient experience.
Do you want to access your guns quickly in case of an emergency? Do you feel safe in your car and at home? Do you want to be able to hold your guns for any different situation? After our research, we have redefined our gun magnet mount for the market to solve any complaints from gun fans. We have designed and redesigned our magnet mount, which is made from premium, eco-friendly material, excellent craft, unique appearance with quick draw and quick load functions, and hold flat surface firearms safely and secure.
Order your G Street Quick Draw Gun Magnet today with free delivery at gstreetedc.square.site.
Look, I suggest that you fall in line and show me my respect. I'm the best. None of y'all a threat. This is not a test. I'm upset. Come around here, I'll make you stand on all your threats.
Yo, yo, yo. Yo, 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 we back. It's your man, Nino Black. This is Black Thoughts on the Roasters Rant Network. What I want to do really quick, I want to give out a couple shout out. I want to shout out Camille Grays. Shout out to you, baby. I love you. Superheroes don't always wear capes. Shout out to Stacey Fields, Cynthia Davis, Mary Parham, Unique Crawwell. Hey, if y'all can listen, we're trying to grow this network. This is an independent network. We're trying to grow it, right? And we grow this network and we grow these topics by you guys, by the listeners. So if you can, hit that share button, tag a friend. We have these topics on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Mondays, I believe. Monday, I think Monday. Yeah, so we have these shows quite often, once a week. So if y'all can, continue to tune in, go to our YouTube channel, be notified of our shows. So right now we about to bring the guests back on. I just wanted to get that out there. It's your man, Nino Black. Let's do it. Mel B, Dr. Herschel, Dr. Anatomy. Listen, really quick, y'all. I want to do something.
Okay.
I want to raffle off a couple things. I'm gonna raffle off a couple words to y'all.
All right.
And I'm gonna do each one of y'all. I'm gonna say 7 words, and I want y'all to tell me the first thing that come to your mind when you hear these words. All right. Who want to go first? Mel?
The lady always.
All right. Now it gotta be. Now you gotta go quick. You can't think. Okay. You ready?
Ready.
The first word: intimacy.
Sex.
Love.
Family.
Longevity.
Success.
Fellatio.
Blowjob.
Communication.
Understanding.
Orgasm.
G-spot.
Marriage.
Failure.
And the last one is going to be limp dick.
You not gonna get me that. Listen.
I was hoping you're gonna say a name.
I had to catch myself. That's why I was like, "You not gonna get me that."
Okay,
you know you're wrong.
All right, let's do it. You ready?
Let's do it. I'm ready.
The first word for you is marriage.
Wanting one.
Orgasm.
Sexy.
Mayonnaise.
Jar.
Communication.
Definite.
Longevity.
Relationship.
Intimacy.
Deep thought sex.
And then family.
Togetherness.
That's what's up. Y'all did pretty good. I ain't gonna lie. I thought marriage was gonna stick you up because I know you kind of torn between the two right now. So I thought that was gonna.
Well, I've been married 3 times and 2 of them should have never occurred. But
Okay.
they're all learning experiences. The very first one lasted 18 years, and we had a thing. I'm telling you, we moved from Memphis to Los Angeles, from Los Angeles to Louisiana, and then Louisiana to here. And we, to this day, we're still the best of friends. She's remarried, and so I respect her marriage, and I respect her husband. And we're all good friends because I still have kids with her. We raised 4 amazing kids. And then she had 2 girls when we got together. So when I tell you we did life, and we did life abundantly. You know, I was just young, I was dumb, and I was making that coin. And that's, believe it or not, I saw a passage once that said, the more money a man makes, the more education he gets, the more of an asshole he would be. That was me.
Mm-mm.
That was me. That was me. So looking back, I wish I would have done things differently. So in essence, I'm still looking for that same walk of faith with one person. Because believe it or not, she and I, if you can try it, if you can do it, we tried it, we did it. She was from Los Angeles. And so with her being from LA, she had that spirited mentality. Hey, let's do it. If it don't kill us, let's try it. And so that's the type of relationship I'm seeking now. I'm seeking a relationship that when you see her, you know she represents Dr. Anatomy, and vice versa. I try to put everything I can into the relationships. And believe it or not, people say, oh, you cheat, you do. No. I don't cheat, I educate. I educate. And my goal is to, it always come together at the end.
So Mel B, Cynthia Davis said, for the limp dick guy, you know, she said, can you say his name just in case she run into him? She said she want to have some Viagra's in her coat pocket just in case.
Nope.
You ain't got
find out on.
But you know what, Cynthia, that limp dick need love too. That limp dick need love too.
So you gonna let her, you gonna let her run into that broken Jack in the Box?
Listen. Just be cautious. And then this is me and my friend was talking about this earlier, right? The anticipation of the dick will have you believing that the dick is amazing the first time. Then you spin back around and get it the second time and be like, well, what happened?
No, I mean, because that anticipate, you got 2 types of man. You got the first man who is more focused on being the best he can possibly be, and you got the second man who's just overexcited. So that first dude, he might pin your ass to the motherfucking mattress the first time, but after that,
Mel B, let me give you some advice. Let me tell you something my father told me before he passed away. He said, and when he told me this, I was a young man. I didn't understand. He said, son, if you can't do it with the hips, you damn sure better do it with the lips.
Absolutely.
And so but it's only so many times you can do it with the lips without you having to do it with the hips. You're not going to do it with the lips to me, and that's it.
I had a friend that had a little time.
That's the triggering point for me.
I had a friend who had a little bitty pee-pee his whole life. Read my book, chapter 12, 13. That little bitty pee-pee dude taught me how to eat coochie. And he was like, and back then I was young and dumb. I ain't doing that. I ain't eating nothing to get up and walk away. Man, that dude said, hey, look here. He said, look here, man. If you don't do this, somebody else is going to do it for her. So now I have the lick before I stick, suck before I fuck mentality. Because if you don't do it, if you don't drain her dry, we can try all day long to try to beat it up with our stamina. But all you're doing is killing yourself.
Nah, you know
what? You
gotta
drain her down first.
I was in the hustler store about 5 months ago, nigga. They make extenders now that you can put on your dick.
Dude,
I had one.
Dude had one of those. But see, the thing is, where does the feeling come from with that? Because he used to always say, and Lord, he was a good friend of mine. He used to always say, man, you think when they was handing out dick, I got the short dick line? He said, hell no. He said, I might have stayed in the brain line too long. He said, but I tried my best to run over to the short dick line before they closed the door. And he was like, I just
let me just say this.
Go ahead, man.
I've had an extender on the dick. I have had the motherfucking thing that you put around your head that has the dildo on the chin. I have had that. I have had the motherfucking thing that vibrates with the extender. Listen, you gonna give me some good hard dick and some good tongue, and that's it. We not finna be doing all this extra shit with these toys and shit. All that. Listen.
Producer, bring Ashley's comment back.
Listen. I've been in situations.
Read that, Mel B.
Listen. I've been in situations to where girls can go to their husband and he'll eat their box to smithereens, but then they'll call me to beat that motherfucker up. Like,
See what I'm saying?
I'm telling you, they'll call me to beat that motherfucker up. They like,
You
look, his head
not
fine.
gonna just eat my box and that's it.
You might well be a lesbian.
Male B, can I ask you a
After
question?
a certain point, you gonna have to give me some dick.
Male?
I need dick.
Have you
not
ever
just gonna give me
had
dick.
your box eaten to
I
the
can do
point
this
where your
myself.
legs are trembling? Male,
He said that's a
have
22.
you ever had your box eaten to the point where your legs are trembling? You can't even walk for a couple of minutes.
Yes.
Okay.
Regularly.
She said regularly.
But she still want that motherfucker smashed and dashed.
And you know what? I'm with you. I'm gonna fuck to the day I die. And that's just how I
That's
feel.
not it for me. Listen, I need both. Even my toys have both.
She said, shake it up, man. What you say? Even your toys got both.
Even my toys have both. There is a point of insertion, and there's something that plays with the clitoris. All of them.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? I can't speak for the guys who are not reaching the kingdom, because I've been there and that's where I live. I gotta live in that area in the middle. I like what I like. So for the guys who are not reaching it, that's why they're out there struggling, because they just you gotta have both.
Listen, when I see, I never forget. Big Sean came out with a song with Janae Aiko, and in the song he was like, "You remember that time I made you come 9 times?" or something like that. And all the girls was posting that. Meanwhile, I'm looking over at my queen. I'm like, he said 9 times. 9? She looking at me and like, 9? That's it? Nigga, we 29. We 32. We no, hell, 9? Is that all I gotta shoot for?
Is that it?
9?
Yeah.
Very low expectations, right?
Yeah, my little young whippersnapper ready to go again after 9. She looking at me like, shit, nigga, you want some cookies?
You done?
See, what you need? 9?
You want some water? You need me to go fix you a sandwich?
What you need? You mean rub your back a little bit? I can see. Is that how you was talking to? Is that how you was talking to Limp Dick? You was like, you need a sandwich, baby. What you need?
No, you know what? What bothers me about people, and I can't speak for most men, but I hear when a person has a limp PP.
Boy, that's funny, bro.
They act like it's the first time.
Every time.
This ain't never happened. Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Well, this some new. Your shit just so good. I came so fast. They got something to keep you from coming quick. Okay. There's a medicine out there. Okay.
Yeah, but so back on topic though, because we're gonna go on and wrap this up. We had 1 hour and 30. I appreciate everybody for tuning in. Make sure y'all hit the share button.
Hit the like button. Let me see the likes fly.
Yeah,
I love it when the likes fly.
Yeah. So let's ask a question to end this out. What advice would you guys give to the people that is playing the field, that's out here dating? What advice that y'all can end with that we can give out?
Go ahead, Mel.
Mine would be don't rush. Don't rush anything. If you like a person or what have you, my whole thing is that if I like you, I want to see how much I like you before I invest my time and energy in you. I'm going to have to send you on a test run. I got to. Before I find out 3 months later that it ain't even worth me even spending my motherfucking time on, my energy, nothing. So I got to see what it is that, but take your time. Don't rush into anything. Don't rush into anything. And let that motherfucker tell you when you going to the next level.
Right.
Don't sit up there and think that it is what it is and I got this nigga and this the best pussy he ever had in his motherfucking life. No, bitch. Because he probably laying next to a bitch that's got better box than you every night.
Ooh. Said ain't so, man. Said
Real
ain't
shit.
So yours is don't rush. What you got, Hirsch?
Give me the question again.
What advice would you give to anybody playing the field that's gonna watch this, that's either watching it now or gonna watch it later? What advice you have for them that can make them successful in dating, run across less hardships as possible?
enjoy the ride, and stop trying to reinvent the wheel. I mean, if you're good at something, keep being good at it. Practice your craft. Don't come out here if it's like a woman and you're having sex with her and she said right there, right there, right there, stay right there. That's the same advice I'm giving you in a relationship. If you know that you're doing something well, keep on doing it. If you like her, let her know. I try to use my own advice. If I like a woman, I truly like them, I communicate with them. I tell them on a daily basis, you know what? I really like you. And it may sound corny, but people ask me all the time, Dr. Anatomy, how do you know if the guy truly likes you? It's a simple concept. He shows it by spending time with you, by answering your phone calls, by returning your texts at the same frequency he was doing it when y'all first got together. Do you guys remember in the very beginning when you meet somebody, how eager you are to talk to them, how much of a smile you put on their face? I need that to be in the relationship the whole duration. So take your time to get to know the person, understand what they like, understand what it is you need to do to be something valid for them. Don't think that everybody you meet is the end all be all. And for God's sake, stop posting your lives on social media. Because if you follow me, half the shit you see is to test you. You didn't hear me. Half the shit you see is to test you, to see who you really are. So be real with your efforts. Make sure that you put in the work. If you put in the work, you'll see the reward.
That sounds like a plan to me. So look, so what do y'all have? Y'all have anything coming up, Mel B? I know you hosting the comedy shows for Straight Crazy. When's the next comedy show? When we gonna see you hosting?
Right now that is a tentative, but there is something coming up for me. Let me just throw this out as a shameless plug. I need a date. I need a date for an event coming up on February the 12th.
You need a celebrity like myself?
Please submit your applications to my DMs.
Okay.
But I need a date. It's a lot of things going on with me. Like, I might pop up and be like, hey, got this little event going on. Can we slide through? Because I'm just a social butterfly and I be needing dates.
I think well, Harsha said we got
me, I got you. For
Harsha
me,
said y'all can pull up on a real Mustang. You ain't got to go get no car.
Yeah.
We can do that because I know equestrian real well. You would love the way I ride a horse.
Who the who? Well, for me, I got two things. Nino and I have been talking lately about going back to the basics and putting together a party, by invitation only party at my ranch, way out in the country, where what we do is what we do and we keep it to ourselves. So we're thinking about that model, but I have a few women that I work with right now and they're OnlyFans pages, because OnlyFans is where it's at right now, everybody. I mean, that's where the money is being made. So I'm trying to get people to understand that there is actually a method to the madness when it comes to OnlyFans, okay? So I have been tentatively talking to people about having some women come to my home and they shoot some content and some videos for the OnlyFans page that's going to last an entire year. So that's a lot of content. And I'm going to bring in the videographers and the photographers so they can shoot these things. And it's going to be a world-class event. We're going to bring in, like I said, up to 10, maybe 15 ladies who are doing the damn thing out there. And I'm also going to do a seminar about how to get your OnlyFans page up and running, because, there's a method to the madness. You have to do your homework. So that's where we are. Those are the things that I have in the works right now. And of course, you can always hear me. Now it's every other Thursday on Facebook Live, but I think on the week that I'm not doing Royce's Rent, I'll probably still do a live telecast. So still look for me on Thursdays at 8 o'clock with your relationship advice, your sex advice, and your love advice, because that's what I do.
Well, most definitely. Well, look, I appreciate y'all for being with us. I'm going to go ahead and conclude this thing out. If y'all can, producers, give me the screen so we can go ahead and conclude. I thank y'all so much. So, look, today we had a great discussion. We learned a lot of stuff. We touched on a lot of things, right? We got to the minutia. We got through the minutia and we got into the thick of it, of what dating is, the mistakes that we make with dating. So I took some notes and I want to kind of give y'all some of the top things that we see or we have showed or told you guys that most people make. So I'm going to give you the top 5. The number 1 is you bring on negative mental thoughts into the date, right? That's number 1. Number 2, thinking you have to have instant chemistry and fireworks. Somebody said in the comment section, love is forever flowing, it's forever evolving. Just because you start to love somebody doesn't mean the title has to change in that moment. You can continue to be patient and allow that love to grow. Allow it to grow. Narrow it down to only one person so quickly. Like you just met a person. There's no reason for you to hone in on that one person so quickly. Play the field. My dad told me when I was younger, for every one man, there's 9 women. Understand that the man that you are pursuing is dating 9 women. Facts. That's not a guess. That is a fact. No matter what he tells you. Having sex too soon. Now, understand that having sex too soon with intention is no problem. But having sex with the intention of locking me down or getting a title, that's the wrong way to go about it. You're going to be fucked. Literally. Ignoring red flags. The reason why I say I can't fall in love with somebody in 6 months is because I haven't seen all of your red flags. Imagine being in a relationship with a person for 2 years and you're learning that their communication skills suck. Or they are not financially stable. Or they don't know how to financially organize a billfold or a checkbook. Imagine a person being in a relationship with someone for 2 years and not knowing that they don't know how to take death well and emotionally they don't know how to contain themselves. So you be patient. You're going to find the love of your life once you find the life that you love about you. Once you learn you and understand you, it's easier to navigate any field, whether it's the battlefield or the dating field. So learn yourself first. Even in the Army, they take you through mental trainings and exercises so you can be the best you. Hell, it's in the slogan. Be all you can be. So imagine being all you could be in the dating field. It's your man Nino Black, and this is the Black Thoughts Podcast. On the Roasters Rant Network. Y'all have a blessed day, man. I'm going to see y'all again in a couple Tuesdays. Let's go.
You can't kill my confidence, I think I'm